Daywalkers welcome. Catch Tell Me Everything anytime, anywhere on the John Fugelsang podcast or on the SiriusXM app.
People of Earth, whether you like it or not, we now bring to the floor comedian, actor, writer, broadcaster extraordinaire, the man who was the first openly gay black radio host at SiriusXM, a man who co-anchored the morning show on the late lamented channel OutQ, a man you should catch on his wonderful Broadway-focused Instagram, a man who refuses to define soul as he feels he redefines it with each performance. People of Earth, I don't have to imagine. I give you Keith Price, our comedy daddy. Welcome back, sir.
There we go. Hello, how are you?
Very good, very good. Thanks for being with us. How are you, comedy daddy?
I am fabulous. I'm just a little flustered, the commute getting back home from work is always like, you're just constantly running, so I made it.
Well, you're at a play that's opening, right? You're
Yes.
going to be on stage. You're in rehearsals. What's going on?
I have rehearsals, tomorrow night for 3 nights. It's the April 9th, 11th, and 13th at the Soho Playhouse. I will be performing in a short play entitled Crossed Wires, and it's written by this really fabulous young woman named Caitland. Oh, shoot, what's Caitlin's last name? She and I work together. I know.
Oh, so you have no excuse then.
I have no excuse. We work together at the Manhattan Theater Club, but I only know her as the assistant house manager. Anyway, so she asked me if I was interested in doing this role, and it was, she called me like 2 weeks ago. We had our first rehearsals last week, and we start tomorrow night with our 3 show runs.
Nice.
So you can come to my Keith Price's Curtain Call because I just posted the information about it on my thing, and also through Twitter and Threads. It's crazy because it's like, tonight I was at work and I got to see Nona Hendricks from.
Oh, wow.
And she just popped in, who I actually kind of know, so it was kind of fun. And then this other actress named Vianne Cox, which if you're a Broadway person, you probably know who she is. She's done a lot of other TV things. And she was so kind to me. She was just like, listen, I know you're nervous about doing your play tomorrow. She just go in and be truthful. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like getting advice on my acting from these professionals. And so it's been very exciting. And then, to spend the weekend going to the theater was great because this past weekend
saw everything.
I saw 3 shows, one of which that just opened last 5 years with not Jeremy Jordan, with Nick Jonas and Adrian L. Warren.
Okay.
And the reviews were not very kind to some of that was kind of. But here's the thing, Caitland Winsett, thank you, baby.
Okay.
The show itself is a really downer. It's just a downer show. It's not meant to be peppy. It's like, the story about these 2 people breaking up. It's like one starts at the beginning and she's crying because the relationship is over. And it's told in, this mixed type thing where he's at the beginning of the relationship. And it's just a depressing show for people. And so, but the performances are okay. I mean,
on that note, yes, I'll go. Okay. As long as it's depressing, I can go see it. Go. What else?
Exactly. But Smash. I know
fun.
people are like kind of walking the line about Smash, but I had the best time at that show. If you are a Broadway fan, you're going to love it. Tonight, it's still in preview, so technically I can't talk about it.
Okay.
But tonight, the other show that opened tonight that I can talk about too is Old Friends over at the Manhattan Theater Club
with Bernadette Peters.
Bernadette Peters, Lea Salonga, Beth Level, Gavin Lee, a whole host
you kids
of these
in your
young
Broadway. Kids in your Broadway and having things to do at night.
Crazy.
You kids with not working in primetime hours and doing things culturally and socially in a free society. You kids, boy, oh boy.
It's insanity. But that one's open. That actually opened tonight, and it is probably the best piece of comfort food for anybody who loves Broadway, anybody who loves Sondheim. And if you don't know anything about Broadway, you should still go see it because of the people that are on the stage. So you can at least say you've seen some of these people perform live. Amazing, wonderful. No notes. It's fantastic.
Please
and then the last thing that I saw.
Oh, okay.
Was
yes.
Real Women Have Curves.
Have Curves, which is playing right across the street from our theater.
And
from our studio.
From your studio. You must go see this show. It's the most beautiful, funny, touching, heartwarming. Everything that you can ask for in a show is in that show. I'm telling you. So
this was a movie that became a stage play. I saw the stage play in L.A., and then the stage play became a stage musical. So, so the next version has got to be on ice, I would guess, or or a Saturday morning cartoon of Real
Some-
Women Have
they'll
Curves
do a
babies. I
cartoon
don't know.
versions. But yeah, man. So
Is Broadway
while
going to get
people
hit
were
by these
protesting-
tariffs, Keith? I mean, what's going to be the impact on performing arts by all these
Oh.
insane tariffs? Beyond the fact that people are going to have less money in their pocket to buy tickets to see things.
But well, that's going to be the first bite that's going to happen because people are not going to be able to afford per se. The second bite, I think, is going to happen because it depends upon the production. Now, if the production is something high tech and insane like Stranger Things, which is another show I love, but I can't talk about until it opens.
Yes.
Usually.
Okay.
But like that show has so much technical stuff going on in it that there's no way that they got the parts for all of those things domestically. So to think about shows that are going to have these big, huge budgets to do all these great things, magically in
worried
the air and things, it's going to probably not be a good thing for them. And that gives the producers yet another reason to charge you more money to go see their
I know.
shows.
That's what I'm
Oh,
worried
we got to
about.
pay tariffs. That's
I mean-
we can't do the sets without it. But I mean, from the low end, I mean, I don't see it being a huge, huge problem unless it's going to be something that's going to be requiring, cars on stage or things like that.
Oh no! So you're saying my Back to the Future the musical is on borrowed time? It's already left. I know it's already left. I couldn't think of anything else that was cars on stage right now. Keith.